Welcome to the team. You're taking over 2 projects at once, and they're tightly connected, so we'll cover them together. This is your handover walkthrough. By the end, you'll understand what each project does, how they depend on each other, what state they're in, and exactly where to start. There's no live session to catch. Everything you need is right here. Let's begin. First, the relationship, because it's the key to everything else. SpeccLaw is a Claude Code plugin that powers change tracking, spec authoring, and build validation across all our projects. claude-mcd, short for Claude Multi-Channel Discord, is a Discord bot fleet that runs 1 Claude Code agent per channel. Here's the important part. claude-mcd uses specclaw to manage its own changes, and it also runs every other project, like BTG DevOps and Keyflow, through separate channel sessions. So a change to specclaw affects the agent behavior of more than 20 channel projects, while a change to claude-mcd affects the bot infrastructure itself. Respect that blast radius. Let's start with specclaw. The main branch is clean against upstream. A few branches matter to you. The knowledge base per repo branch was merged. It evolved into a Carpathy style per repo wiki living in each project's .claude directory. The cleanup foreign changes branch was also merged. The one to watch is azdo-jira-integration. It's 16 commits ahead of main with no pull request open. That branch adds Azure boards and Jira sync, and deciding its fate is the single biggest open question in this handover. SpeccLaw tracks 18 active changes, and almost all of them are marked build or complete. But there's a catch you need to understand. Not one of those changes has passed cleanly through the full pipeline: propose, plan, build, verify, then pull request. Most were completed directly in the build phase. The verify phase exists, but it has never actually been exercised end-to-end. So when you read the status board and see lots of green, remember, the verification step that's supposed to come before shipping hasn't been proven yet. The most important active change is the spec-author agent. It adds an interactive subagent and a specclaw author spec skill that walks you through writing a spec using Socratic questioning with an approval gate before anything proceeds. It's how we want specs authored going forward, thoughtfully, not rushed. 4 of its 5 tasks are done. The last one is a read and documentation task that may still be pending, so verify whether the README was actually updated before you call it complete. SpeccLaw keeps a learnings file, and right now it has 5 entries, all still open. These are real bugs and design gaps, not nice-to-haves. 2 are your priority. First, count incomplete false positives. The task counter misreads the task's file legend, which breaks the verify phase. Second, a BSD said incompatibility in the verify context tool, which breaks verify on macOS. Both are small fixes with high impact, and both are blocking the verify phase from ever passing. Clear these early. Here's how SpeccLaw is laid out. Everything lives under the plugin root, plugins/specclaw. Inside that you'll find the agents directory, currently holding just the spec-author agent, a skills directory with 16 skills, templates for spec, tasks and verify report files, and a references directory with guardrails and patterns. Configuration lives in the .specclaw config file, which controls model routing and Git strategy. Each change gets its own folder under .specclaw/changes, holding its proposal, spec, tasks, and status. And the status file is the emoji dashboard that Mission Control reads. Learn this map and you'll navigate the plugin quickly. Now claude-mcd. It started as a fork of Anthropic's official Discord plugin, and it runs 1 Claude command line subprocess per Discord channel. When you open the repo, you'll find 8 uncommitted files in the working tree, and committing them cleanly is your very first task. The meaningful ones are a safety warning added to the claude-mcd file, a path fix in the server restart script, the status dashboard converted to the new emoji format, and a fix to an events route in mission control. Group these into a coherent commit rather than one big dump. There's some other noise to clean up. 2 pull requests are open, number 25, salsa, and number 26, pizza. The playful names suggest they're incomplete or abandoned, so triage them, either finish them or close them with a reason. You'll also see around 15 rotated sessioned files cluttering the working tree. Those are just artifacts and can be removed with a single git clean. And 2 specclaw changes on this repo have tasks, but no proposal file, so they need a review to bring them back into the proper pipeline. Architecturally, claude-mcd runs on Node and Bun, spawning 1 Claude command line subprocess per Discord channel. The per-channel project registry lives in the channel's JSON file, and Git credentials live in a dedicated credentials file under your home Claude directory. One channel is the master channel, and the Run Master command tool is only available there, so don't go looking for it elsewhere. Finally, Mission Control is a Next.js app that gives you the visual dashboard for the whole fleet. Keep that mental model: channels in, agents running, Mission Control watching over all of it. Let's turn state into action, starting with specclaw. 3 things. First, decide the fate of the azdo-jira-integration branch. If it's complete, open a pull request. If it's in progress, continue it. If it's dead, close it. 16 commits sitting in limbo helps no one. Second, prove the verify phase by taking one change all the way through it. The verification engine change is already at 4 of 4 tasks and is a good candidate. Third, resolve those 5 open learnings, especially the 2 sed-related ones that block verify. For claude-mcd, the deliverables are lighter but important. Commit those 8 dirty files, and consider splitting them into 2 commits, one for the safety and docs changes, and one for the specclaw dashboard update, so the history reads clearly. Triage the 2 stale pull requests so they stop blocking the queue, and run a git clean to clear out the rotated sessioned artifacts. None of this is hard, but all of it reduces the noise that's currently hiding the real work. It's worth internalizing the specclaw pipeline itself, because you'll use it constantly. There are 5 phases: propose, plan, verify, and pull request. Propose creates a proposal file. Plan creates the spec and the tasks list. Build checks off those tasks as you implement them. Verify requires a verify report plus operator approval, and this is the phase that has never completed in practice. So getting one change through it cleanly is genuinely valuable. Finally, the pull request phase opens the GitHub PR. Follow all 5 in order, and don't skip straight to build like the existing changes did. A few conventions that will save you from real trouble. The most important one: never run a command that kills the bot server from inside the bot. The tmux send keys safety warning in claude-mcd exists because it has bitten people. If a code change needs a restart, push to Git and ask the operator to restart manually. On session resume, wait for operator instruction before replaying prior work. Always rewrite GitHub HTTPS URLs to SSH before cloning, and use the correct reply tool for the context. These aren't bureaucracy, they're how the fleet stays alive. So your first week, in order. First, commit the claude-mcd dirty files, low risk, high value, and it gets you oriented. Second, assess the azdo-jira-integration branch, since those 16 orphaned commits are the biggest unknown. Third, run the verification engine change through the verify phase to prove the pipeline works. Fourth, fix the 2 sed-related learnings that are blocking verify on macOS. Fifth, triage pull requests 25 and 26. And above all, never restart the MCD server from inside the bot. Do those in order and you'll be productive fast. Welcome aboard, let's ship.